When an ionic substance contains water of crystallization, the water molecules are an integral part of the crystal lattice. They are used to build up the crystal lattice. This doesn't mean that the lattice is wet, it just means that the water molecules have been used as a kind of cement to build the structure of the lattice. For this reason, when we're finding the relative formula mass of a hydrated ionic substance, we must take the water molecules into consideration because we can't weigh out the ionic substance without the water molecules. Now this is expressed in the chemical formula. If we have a look at the formula for hydrated copper sulfate, for example, you'll see that along with the formula for copper sulfate, CuSO4, there is another part which says 5H2O. This follows the formula of the copper 2 sulfate after a dot. The dot signifies that the water molecules are associated with the copper sulfate. Now this means that when we calculate the relative formula mass, we have to add in 5 water molecules for each copper sulfate unit. So to calculate the relative mass, we must look up copper, sulfur, oxygen, hydrogen using the periodic table. Copper has a relative atomic mass of 63.55, approximately 63.5. Sulfur 32, oxygen 16, hydrogen 1, and of course oxygen 16 again. This then allows us to calculate the relative formula mass of the hydrated copper 2 sulfate. It has 1 copper atom, 1 sulfur atom, 4 oxygen atoms, and 5 water molecules. Remember, when I say copper atom, I really mean copper ion, but a copper ion has got the same mass as a copper atom. When we add these up, we get a total mass of 249.5. So the relative formula mass of hydrated copper sulfate is 249.5.